How to renovate metal roofs. RD Elastometal, a liquid-applied coating system designed to waterproof the surface, protect against corrosion. Metal sheet roofs are subject to extreme conditions and stresses because of their exposure to extreme outdoor weathering all year round. Coil or zinc-coated, they are continuously expanding and retracting under the influence of sun, heat, and cold. Over time, the original protective film slowly erodes, and one day, it fails. Because of these continuous dilation movements, you need a coating with sufficient elasticity when renovating the roof and, in the same time, also protect against corrosion. RD Elastometal, a high-performance, single-component, water-based elastomeric anti-corrosion coating, is the long-term solution that will give a second life to your roof. A unique product that offers unequaled performance and longevity, with proven references worldwide in every extreme climate. A unique product combining high elasticity, very high waterproofing, and anti-corrosion properties. The system adheres directly on most ferrous and non-ferrous sheets, as well as to most previously coated surfaces. Available in a wide variety colors, including most RAL, it is UV resistant and can be used as primer and finish coat. Applied on a roof, it creates a seamless and elastic rubber-like protective membrane that will solve water ingress issues for more than 15 years. When using water-based RD Elastometal, you eliminate risks like fire or explosion, the spread of toxic fumes, the emission of dangerous solvents, and you respect the environment while protecting the applicator. The application: getting the job done. Like for any outdoor project, avoid application in bad weather as described in the product datasheet on www.rd-coatings.com. The surface shall always have to be clean, degreased, free from any loose contaminant, and dry. The easiest and fastest way to achieve this is to clean the surface using a high-pressure washer, preferentially with following properties. Powered at 300 to 350 bar or 4,000 to 5,000 psi of pressure, and a 0-degree angle oscillating tip. This method will remove contaminants, poor adhering existing paint, and rust from the surface. If paint resists to this pressure, it means that it still adheres properly, and you can leave it as it is. Do not forget to remove mosses and mildew, if any. Hand or power tool cleaning is also an option, and is advised when more detailed surface preparation is necessary, like on objects located on or next to the roof, such as exhausts, ladders, and heavily corroded bolts. Inspect and treat bolts. If bolts are too corroded, replace them. Otherwise, simply brush a spot coat of RD Elastometal on top of each of them. It is at the same time a good way to make sure you control each one of them. Sharp edges. Also check the edges of the metal sheet plates. These are weak parts subject to corrosion. Here too, apply a stripe coat of RD Elastometal by brush or roller. Using the mesh RD roof fleece. On low-sloped roofs in very bad condition and leaking, using RD roof fleece between each metal sheet is recommended to achieve a strongly reinforced waterproofing system at these critical areas of movement and water entry. Use the 20cm 8-inch wide mesh RD roof fleece and lay the mesh down evenly on the intersections of the metal sheets and brush a coat of RD Elastometal through the open weave mesh. You shall repeat this on all the intersections of every metal sheet. With some practice, you can do this operation with one man very easily. Other areas may also need the use of the fleece that we supply in other width, highly corroded areas. Places near chimneys or exhaust where there can be aggressive fumes. Areas where water could stagnate. Connection with walls or other elements. Once you have finished this detailed work, in most cases after 2 to 4 hours, you can begin the application of 2 coats of RD Elastometal. The equipment. RD Elastometal is designed to be applied with an airless sprayer on large areas. For smaller areas, it can be applied using a brush or roller. For spray applications, use an airless with an output of minimum 180 bars or 2,600 psi, and a tip size between 0.015 and 0.019 inches. Using an airless will allow you to reach the recommended thickness easily. If spraying is not possible, when windy for example, you can also roll the coating. It will take more time and you will have to apply more layers to achieve the requested minimum thickness, but it remains a good and simple option. Applying RD Elastometal. RD Elastometal is ready for use. Just stir it mechanically for several minutes. Only in case of very warm weather, add a little bit of clean water to slightly delay the drying. But do not add more than 3% of water in order not to diminish its anti-corrosion properties. The thickness to apply will depend on the slope of the roof and the environment, but typically, on a roof with at least 4% slope, 350 microns, 14 mils dry film thickness is the general recommendation. This corresponding to 0.8 kilograms per meter square. If you are using an airless spray, you will be able to rapidly apply in one single pass the specified wet film thickness of the first coat. You will spray RD Elastometal on the entire surface following the slope of the roof. RD Elastometal has almost no overspray and is dry fall. Let the paint dry for 4 hours before recoating. Depending on the weather and the thickness you applied, this can be shorter or longer. Apply the second layer of RD Elastometal on the entire surface the same way you did previously. If interrupted during application, we recommend that the areas to be coated be re-pressure washed or rinsed, usually if the surface has sat for more than 3 days without rainfall. Eventually finish details such as metallic objects, corners, and edges by roller or brush. If you have a dry film measuring device, think of measuring the thickness of the coating before, during, and after the application to measure the thickness you applied. You can also do it during the application by using a wet film thickness gauge that we can supply. The final thickness is important and needs to be in line with our recommendations as it will be your guarantee for the long-term performance of the RD Elastometal on the roof. Your metallic roof is now protected against water entry and corrosion. Key benefits of the system for the owner. Cost-saving solution. Highly efficient and durable system. Guaranteed solution. Eco-friendly. Water-based, safe, no fire risks. Virtually no odor. Unlimited choice of colors. Key benefits for the contractor. Single coating system solution. One component product, easy application. Low VOC, close to zero. Unlimited recoating window. No pot life, no isocyanates. Dry fall, fast to apply.